Hey, guess what? Part 2. We're going to go and have the first time this is officially happening. Let's go see if the stream is working. And it looks like it is. So we just had a little bit of a break there. Everybody has technical problems in the world. These things happen. A little bit of a breakdown. But as episode 57 with Canadian champion VINO, we'll be linking up part 1 and part 2 in here. So once again, thank you for sticking around with us. And we're going to get back into it. So again, part 2. Episode 57, Beyond the Beats. It's your boy Scott Jackson with the big homie, VINO. Where we kind of got cut off. Now I'm seeing that we have no sound. Maybe I'm wrong on that too. Just got to go and keep checking. So I'm going to see if it's working. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it is working perfectly. So when we left off, I just jumped into a question asking about the work you're currently doing with Villain and Elise. And big shoutouts, and you're currently using Shazam and Sin server. So can you give a little rundown? I know we already did this, but just kind of Cole's Note version of what you're currently doing with them, because I'm very interested in hearing about the program.
Yeah. So elevator pitch. It's a 5-week masterclass program. First week you get Elise. Second week you get Villain. Third week you get me. And then fourth week is a group lesson with one person and all 3 of the instructors. And then last week is a little community exercise. You know, we might do a 7 to Smoke. We might do a battle. Might be showcases. It's all up to the community to decide. And happens every 5 weeks. Elise, Villain, and I have been putting it together. And you essentially are getting a little workshops and getting all the techniques that we use to overall put routines together, and that hopefully will help you in your future career of being able to put together cohesive and executable routines that are supportive of your style. And there it is.
And what's the class size? A normal class size that you guys accept?
Right. So it's actually one person. It's a one-on-one setting, except for the group lesson, which is all 3 instructors and the one person. But yeah, we're taking 8 people per 5-week iteration, and it's one-on-one for essentially all the lessons, except for the group one and for the little community activity at the end. But yeah.
And I've seen also people that have already said they've taken your class, like Shazam said he took your class and was speaking on how good it was and how much it's helped him. So, ladies and gentlemen, where can people go and find you online? Where can they follow you, the social media version of it, to go and make sure they support and possibly jump in if they want to go and up their beatbox game?
Hit us up at Beatbox Education on Instagram, at Beatbox Education. You can just check the information in the bio. It's got all the forms and anything you need to fill out to make sure you secure your spot for the next iteration of the Beatbox Education program happening in, I think, 2.5 weeks from now. But yeah.
And is this something too that you think you're going to expand on when it comes to teachers and maybe guest teachers, or are there things that you want to expand on in the system?
Yeah, absolutely. Our whole goal is to eventually have, we want to expand to looping as well. We want to expand to having guest people do some workshops as well, having some little lectures and seminars, really just, expanding on things that they're really known for, some key parts of their style, performing on stage, how to develop technical patterns, stuff like that. That is something that we're definitely looking forward to having, even guest instructors on the program as well. So make sure you guys check that out as well.
Beatbox Education. Make sure you go and log on, check it out, and get yourself leveled up. So, yeah, man, we've talked about wins that you've had, from Mad Meal to Can Champs to Great North Champs to going over and unfortunately having a little bit of a wrench thrown in the plan due to the entire pandemic thing when it comes to international battles. But those things that you're still coming for, gone through some other stuff. But I want to go and see if you're ready to go and get into another section of the program we like to call Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire. So this is going to be rapid fire questions. I'm going to ask you a few questions in a rapid succession, and I would like you to go and answer them off the top of your head as quickly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 57, we're here with VINO, Canadian champ. What up, champ? Coming at it live and direct, and let's get into Rapid Fire on Beyond the Beats. Rapid Fire. First question, who is your current favorite solo beatboxer?
Ooh, off the top of my head, Bizkit, bro, from the States. Such a talented guy. Dude can dance so well, too. Shout out Bizkit.
Who is your favorite current tag team outside of you and Cymax?
Forest Fire, bro, from the States. Vice Great North, so great. Super talented.
Who is your current favorite looper?
Oh, it's tied between like Joshua and PSN, bro. Those kids are like next level, new school, man. They're crazy.
What is your current favorite crew? Who is your current favorite crew? Beatbox crew.
Nightmare Fuel. You gotta check out their wild card from the States as well. That's like Dreamers and Force Power put together. They're sick.
Let's go. What is your current favorite sound?
I mean, honestly, it's just always been throw bass. Wow.
What is a sound you're currently working on?
Post-snare, honestly. I've been trying to get that. It's hard.
Hey, I heard a little bit of it.
It's a little bit there. It's a little bit there.
If it wasn't Cymex and you were in international competition, who would your dream fantasy tag team partner be?
Den. Just Den, bro. I would love to keep it Canada, man. Den's he's the future.
Let's go. What is the best sock brand to use on microphones?
Oh, okay. Forever 21 sells like these little cute like Spider-Man socks. It's pretty much the one I've been using. It's really comfortable and it fits really well in an SM7B, so check it out.
Cute Spider-Man socks. All right. How far? Let me see. What was your hardest battle so far that you've had? Hardest competitor you've had to face?
Oh my god, bro. River at Online Worlds, that was so hard. Like, he's just next level, man.
What was the highest rank and success that you had in fencing?
Rain City. There's a competition in Seattle that I won. It was like a regional competition, so they let people from like British Columbia and also Washington compete. So that was the highest. I think that was like one of very few competitions that I won. But yeah, highest rank is that one.
What is, in your opinion, the best Canadian food?
Oh, is it called tire? It's like that maple syrup thing that you put on the snow and then you just eat it. It's a Quebecois thing, right?
Yeah, it's
called
good.
Tire, the maple syrup thing on the snow. I love that.
Very fire. What is the best Filipino food?
Oh, lechon. It's just straight up crispy pork belly, bro. That's the future.
And my last question is, where would you take someone for the first time that have never been to Vancouver? Where would the first place you take them in the city?
Ooh. Stanley Park. It's got everything. It's got an aquarium. It's got the beach. It's got a crazy amount of parks inside. There's a train trail in there. So yeah, perfect. Anything. Tourist spot, date spot. That's the one.
Last question. Where you taking somebody if they need to go and eat and experience sushi when you come to Vancouver? Where's the local sushi spot on your end?
Bonsai in Richmond. It's dirt cheap, and you get these gigantic pieces. It's awesome. Bonsai in Richmond.
Ladies and gentlemen, right there with VINO. Next up, we have some questions from
my friend Papuni.
My friend Papuni
has a few questions for you.
My friend Papuni
has a few questions. And at this point, too, I'm going to remind everybody that's sitting down in the chat, put your questions in right now. Some chat questions from the previous chat that we had going before there was a break, unfortunately, have been taken. So if you guys have any questions you want for VINO, hit them up right here. I can see someone named Arthur Lavotois says, will you beatbox? That's a question that we'll ask at the end of this, and I'll go back into another little showcase. If you're watching from the beginning, he's already done one. But questions from
my friend Papuni.
First and foremost, you kind of already answered this, but he wants to know, are you going to announce it live? He wants to go and know, will you still come to Grand Beatbox Battle this year in Warsaw if you can make it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Yeah, you heard him here. He said he was going to, hopefully we'll see the Wookiees in the tag team, and maybe we'll see him in the 7 to Smoke. So let's go. Another question from
my friend Papuni.
Do you think if there's another Canadian champs going down, let's say upcoming, either than you, who do you think has the best chance of winning Canadian champs?
It's honestly a toss-up between like 3 people because like I think the level at like the top tier of Canadian beatboxers is really, really close. I think like it's a toss-up between Den, Cymax, or Andre. This is also assuming Elise doesn't compete. Because if it weren't me, it'd be Elise, I think. But other than that, like it'd be Den, Cymax, and Andre. I think Yeah, Den is like, next level. He's got these crazy techniques, but it's a toss up between like Andre and Cymax as well, because they have way more battle experience. They're super great performers, super like stage presence, especially. So they'd be like tough battle for like Den, So I think it's definitely a toss up between those three, and Alicia, I guess. Yeah.
Another question, rather, from
my friend Papuni
wants to know. This is actually a question kind of posed to me, but he's going to go and put in for your opinion. So, so it's hard for me to go and answer this. I've put on the spot. I'm reading it. And I'll just ask it anyways. He goes, when do you think Canada will finally have a championship outside of Ontario and Toronto? When do you think it's going to come to British Columbia or Quebec? Because they are such nice and massive places. And considering you have a huge country, when will it be outside Toronto? So my personal opinion of this is, I live in Toronto as the organizer. That's where I have it. That's where I have my links. And that's where I can see it staying for the little bit in the future. If we were to go and move it, then definitely BC in Vancouver and or Montreal would be the next logical spot, and something I'd be more than happy to go and look into, but it would have to make sense and be able to be kept at the same level, if not improve. So that's my opinion of it, but I'd also like to hear your opinion because you're a competitor and current champion. So
yeah, I just think, I've been to Montreal, lovely place. So I definitely would agree that that would be a great place to have. I also live in Vancouver. It's also a lovely place. So it'd be cool to have the competition here. Yeah, I think it is like overall beneficial to like, think about not expanding, but like, potentially having it in other places than Toronto, especially because like the bigger the scene gets, right? There's like more people that are like, I remember when I first started competing, like I remember the majority of people competing and people that would make the competition were from like Ontario, the Ontario area at least, or like at the very least East Coast, right? So, but I think like now there being more like you saw at 2019 Can Champs, there were a lot more West Coast dudes that came out. So shout out West Coast, but yeah, because of that, like I think it would totally be beneficial to like switch it up and have it other places in Canada. Yeah, Proponent's right, got a good point. It's a gigantic, beautiful country, second biggest in the world, so. It'd be definitely cool to see it spread around a little bit. But yeah.
Well, that's a conversation.
I love Toronto anyways. Gives me an excuse to come visit.
Conversation to continue, and I'm glad to be put on the spot and asked a question by
my friend Papuni
and get your opinion on. Another question from
my friend Papuni.
He wants to know who's a Canadian beatboxer you would like to face in a battle on stage, and is there anybody that you'd be worried to go and have a battle with on stage?
Ooh. Worried is definitely those three I just mentioned. So Dan, Cymax, and Andre. Like, because I've lost to Andre, and I've lost to Cymax. Like Cymax, technically speaking, we still agree on this, is the better Wookiee because he has won in a battle against me, and I have not beaten him. So he's still technically the better Wookiee. At least that's what we agree on. But yeah, like the thing is, like Cymax. Like knows how to do all my stuff. I can also do all of his stuff, but he's really good at imitating my stuff for some reason. Like my stuff specifically. But yeah, because of that, I think he countered me. Andre, yeah, just crazy power on that guy. And Den, obviously, because he's like the future. Someone that I really would want to battle though in the Canadian scene, like just on stage, would be a super fun is Big Squid.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, super new school guy. Can't wait to see him at Can Champs. But like, yeah, I think. Because like we're both relatively musical in our style, but like he has a completely different approach to it. It's kind of like when I battled Den in 2019. I remember thinking like, dang, it's like we have very similar styles, but the way he uses his sound kit to create musical covers is very different. And I think Squid is like the same too, where he does a lot of covers, but the way he approaches it with his sound set specifically is like really next level. This is why I would be like super excited to battle him on stage and hear him live. Just overall, it'd be cool.
Absolutely. I can't wait to go and hear that guy on stage either.
Yeah,
another question from
my friend Papuni.
He says he saw your wild card for the tag team as well as the recent solo ones you did. He wishes you the best of luck, and he's curious if you'd be able to, in your opinion, form a Canadian crew. And if you had to go and I have to put the timer on, I'll give you 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I'll give you 15 seconds because we're Canadian and nice, but yeah, 15 seconds. Including yourself and 4 others, name a Canadian crew that you think would be doing well if they could be able to meet up and go to GBB. And starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Definitely would be me, Cymax, and probably like Den or Germ. Not just because they're all Filipino, but because like I think Den and Germ have like very similar musical styles to us. So I think we could overall do it. If we could meet up, that'd be super sick. I would love to form like a huge crew with them. So shout out to those two. Den and Germ, hit me up.
Let's go. Another question from
my friend Papuni,
where he continues on this. He said he would love to see you in a battle. He'd love to see you play hockey. He would love to see you work with more international artists. And he just overall wants you to know that he thinks Canada, this is a good one for me too, but he thinks Canada is a crazy nation of beatboxers and feels like it would be a great place for a team to come out of. Other than that, he's a fan of your artistry and your energy. He wishes you nothing but the best and hope all is well. He says your Kickback Wildcard is one of his favorites still, and he can't wait to go and hear you live. And you're really great at beatboxing, so he cannot wait to go and see you bring that showmanship and entertainment to a showcase stage. It is amazing, and he hopes that one day he will be able to see you go to a battle and smash, making Canada proud, and hopes to see more Canadians take after your winning vibes. That was from
my friend Papuni.
My friend Papuni.
To you.
Thank you so much, Peps.
Yeah. Questions from Paponi, rapid fire questions, and now we're getting into questions from Ish, our audience. Ish. Questions from the audience. First one is, what's the bass you're doing in your GBB wildcard?
Oh, that's just it's just regular throat bass. But the thing is, a lot of people think that I'm doing a different kind of bass. The thing is, with throat bass, there's like 20 different ways to do it. I think I do it kind of like the Reaps 1 or B Art way, which is like how do I describe it? It's really from the throat, because I know that there's there's the regular one that like Kenny, Urban, and Codfish do, which is literally just like like grinding your throat, like going like, which is cool. But like the way that I do it to get like that texture of is like it's really coming deep from my throat. And the way that I do that is like, again, as I said before, I do like Kermit the Frog voice. Like it's like it's kind of like vocalized chest bass. And when it's in that position, I kind of just like really compress my throat, and it becomes throat bass. So yeah.
All right.
That's the sound that I'm using.
Very good. Well explained again. Ish. Question from the audience. We've already asked that. If you did not live in Canada, where's a place you would like and consider living? Would it be somewhere warm or cold?
It would have to be somewhere in the middle, because I'm too used to Vancouver weather where we can like get some crazy snow but also be ridiculously warm in the summer. So like, again, Toronto would be lovely. I would love to live in Toronto. East Coast would be cool. Like, yeah, I would love to live in the Bay Area too, like California. That'd be nice. I visited like SF a couple times and it's really nice there, so I'd like to live there. Seattle's a really great city too. Yeah, those are the places I'd live. Pretty crazy.
I'm going to go and add to that too. You know that they just got the Kraken as their NHL team, so I'm excited to go and see a beef pop off in between Vancouver and Seattle for hockey. I can't wait for that to come in. Another question from our audience. Ish wants to go and know what brings you more energy, tea or coffee for you?
Ooh, I don't drink any tea except for matcha. So, and I know that matcha is like supposedly way more, like, has like way more caffeine than like most other teas. So, but I normally drink coffee, but like, if I'm like on the go, because my dad is a coffee machine at home, so he just like makes me coffee all the time. But if I'm like, on the go at like school or something, I would just grab like a quick matcha latte at Starbucks as my go-to drink. So I'm pretty in between. Yeah, but I like tea and coffee. I'm a fellow caffeine addict.
I could agree with that. That's
Yeah.
You actually shoot. I have to go find somewhere to get some matcha because that sounds good right about now.
Yeah.
Ish. Another question. Somebody named Sylvie Good wanted to know, what is the hardest sound you think you've learned?
Hardest sound. I mean, like throat bass took me forever to learn, just purely because like I watched like probably like in like when I was trying to learn in 2015, I watched like every tutorial that was available on throat bass. Like I'm talking Flashburn, I'm talking Fat Tony. I'm talking Looper Man. Like, I watched every single tutorial on throw bass, and I was like, how can I not get this? I'm doing everything that they're doing. So then it just took me 50 years to realize that I had to turn my neck slightly to the right. So that was pretty hard just in terms of time. But like a sound that's really hard for me to do is like that pure Theban thing where he like rolls his inward bass with like a teeth roll. So it's like, that took me like, that was a really hard sound to like figure out. And I like never use it. So it was so pointless, but I can do it. So that was fun.
And Max V wants to know what's a sound you can't do, but you'd love to do.
Oh, it's like all these like crazy like new voice cracking techniques like that like Pono does and Shogo does, like the I can't. If I could do that, that'd be so cool to like incorporate in my style. But yeah, I've been trying to learn it. Like I've legit been like going in the shower. But no, I would love to do that. But one day, hopefully, one day.
I have faith in you. We'll go with one more question. A question from MUF5. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Amuse? Maybe that's how it says. Vino, you are a monster. You're known for being a monster in battling. Any tips on how to be really prepared and a really good battler?
To be really prepared, you need to, I mean, like, this goes without saying. I mean, like, this is also for me too. Like, if you're also like a largely freestyle based battler, then this probably won't apply to you. But like, yeah, I just like, you need to know all your stuff like the back of your hand, especially because it really helps in like needing to like think on the spot. Like if you need to like last minute throw in like a counter to your beat, if you don't know your beat well enough, then you're gonna fumble the structure by like trying to incorporate something last minute into your beat that you don't even know really well. It's gonna get all messy. So like if you know your beat like the back of your hand, you could be like, okay, I could easily slide in like this quick counter or this quick ad lib or whatever. So that's really important to being a good battler. Also, like being a good performer overall. Like don't like a lot of beatboxers think like, because again, it's very online nowadays that like, if your techniques are there and like your execution is there, then you're good to go. But like no, a lot of the best beatboxers, especially live at like GBB and stuff, like it's really based on like how they perform it and like how they're like choreographing like their movements, like how they're like taking advantage of moving around the stage. So yeah, that's probably what I'd say is be a good performer and also know your stuff.
Very well said. That being said, that was questions from our audience. Questions from our friend, my friend and yours.
My friend Papuni.
We had also questions coming at you. Now to go and finish off this interview, I want to go and ask once again, because people have been putting it in. They want to hear stuff. Somebody, let me see here. Hair A-E-H. I like that. Says, hit us with something crazy. Maxim says, will you start a YouTube channel, Journey? He already has a YouTube channel. Make sure that you go and check it out. And he's got older, which I would love to see you at a Grand Beatbox Battle if you do come. And when you do come, go and make again a little recap video like you did for 2017 Can Champ. That stuff was sick.
That. Yeah, those are hard to do. I mean, like, because I'm such a perfectionist with those things. But like, yeah, I might do that for GBB. Yeah, it'd be fun to like vlog the whole thing. Yeah, man, you're good at that and you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable. Yeah. I see like vlogging, I guess it would be called. But ladies and gentlemen, right here, do you have something else you could go and show with us, a little 1-2 on the microphone that you could share with us, whether it's a freestyle bit, a new piece that you're working on. If you need to sip mango juice, get ready for it like this and like that. Big shout outs to PC Bread and Mango Juice. Jeez. Yeah, let's go.
Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, you already know episode 57 with a little bit of a break in between Beyond the Beats, Scott Jackson here with Vino. So you already know what to do if you're sitting at home. I say the 3, y'all say the 2, and the 1 in 3.
Break it down, boy. I'm not your toy. My beats bring them joy. Wanna break it down. Yeah. When I groove it. down. Yeah. You know who it is.
Yes, sir. Smashing it once again. I told the people before, if you come on Beyond the Beats, you come correct like Vino did. Slap up a showcase, slap up a little freestyle, slap up some stuff. Yeah, man, I can't wait to go and see you again for real. And yeah, keep doing your thing. Where can people go and follow up and support you on the Instagrams or YouTubes?
Yeah, just hit me up on Instagram at VINO. And on YouTube, it's just Vino. I don't have any other social medias. I mean, like, I have a TikTok, but I never use it, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, just hit up Beatbox Education as well. That's and also at Acapella. Follow us on Instagram. We're gonna be doing some crazy stuff this year. You don't even know, especially because I'm leading it. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, hit those up. That'll be good.
Once again, hit up Kai Vino.
Kuya Vino.
What does that mean?
Kuya Vino.
What does that the first part mean?
The Kuya means older brother. That's like what my sister calls me Kuya. So it's like a Filipino word that means older brother. So I just put Kuya Vino because Vino was already taken by this lady who posts about wine. So give me the username, bro. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Scott Jackson was taken too by somebody for the other person. I was like, I had BB. Yeah. And someone asked why didn't I put BBX? Because I'm like, I'm not good with acronyms or whatever. So
BB works. It's all good. BB works.
Scott Jackson, BB. But yo, hit him up. Make sure you go and check out the Instagram. Make sure you check out the YouTube. More stuff coming, and Acapella, more stuff coming, as well as check out Beatbox Education. Get on that program if you want to level up and learn from some of the best in the scene right now currently. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it has been a pleasure to go and talk to you, my good friend. Thank you very much for coming on this show. One more round of applause for Vino.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yo, whole chat and everyone who was going to watch this podcast or like the future compilation or whatever this is going to be a part of. Huge shout to Scott Jackson, the freaking Nardwar of Beatbox interviews. I don't know if anyone knows who that is, but he's doing his research, dude. He's uncovering things that I forgot existed in my life. But thank you. Yeah, this is such an engaging interview, and yeah, huge shout to Scott Jackson. Yeah,
I appreciate that, brother. Yeah. I do appreciate that. Big shout out to Nardwar, one of the big time inspirations. He's Canadian as well.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
He reps the West Coast. Yeah, he reps the West Coast.
He's from Vancouver. Let's go.
We doing it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for tuning in today. Keep on tuning in. We have more live streams coming when we talk about kickback battles, when we talk about grand beatbox battles. Check out all the wild cards that are out there, especially the Wookiees wild card that is currently out on Vino's YouTube channel. Go and check that out. Aside from that, man, once again, Scott Jackson signing off. Go tell your family and friends you love them. Give them a call. Make extra time for people that you care about and care about you. And keep that beatbox sword sharp. Keep up your practicing and get ready for different stages when you have the availability of jumping on them as well as online. Aside from that, follow up. Once again, all of Vino's stuff. Beatbox Acapella. Gonna be making sure, too, that we check out Beatbox Education. And, yeah, keep up the good work, people. Get done. Scott Jackson signing out. Thank you very much for tuning in. And with that, whoop, that's time.